Coming in live from Shillong studio, you are watching DD News Meghalaya. I am Andrea Lingdor Nongbri bringing today's news bulletin. Before going to the details, first the headlines. Jantia Hills Autonomous District Council passes resolution seeking amendments to key mining laws. The traditional Tripura Sarinda receives GI tag, Chief Minister hails cultural milestone. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman highlights India's growth outlook at Global Summit. India reaffirms stand on Jammu and Kashmir at UN Security Council. And England held by Ghana as Group L qualification nears. The news in detail. First, the local news. The Jantia Hills Autonomous District Council, or GHADC, unanimously passed a resolution during a special session seeking presidential amendments to key mining legislations, including the Mines and Minerals Development and Regulation Act 1957, the Mineral Concession Rules 1960, and the Coal Mines Special Provisions Act 2015. The resolution was introduced by GHADC Chief Executive Member Thombor Shiwat and received support from both ruling and opposition members before being adopted after revisions.
Kadang ko konsen wan rai ya kan constitution ka kerpat I ya ka sarkar India wo I go I ka ta ka bor ni modify ko I kikat tu kat ni bentar ki an tu penjor ko ni wo cha yo gini ki pat ba yang I wo ko mo yo ni wo pelat yang mo yo nak kat ka mo yo kat te mut ko em ko kita dokat yo pat ba dan ni kena senang yang kan ni kerja tiar ni. Mereka kongsan ni yo em gelak kerja kita kantam. Ya kan ni ka council yang I. Oh nadu hang mo yang. Wan kan ni ka jing kordit dan wan kan ni ka jing korduk pisah. Wan kan ni ka jing cha duk tulop. Dah lor kita norim te chen ni wa I ka council la dan jing menjur lang daya baik lang ora kena mikmat. Lig MBC yang kan ni ka house. Kedaya bailang Iwan Rakyat dan negara resolution berpat ke sarkar India berpelat ke Uti Muyong ini udah Muyong kang yang cua.
National People's Party NPP candidate for the upcoming Shillong MP by-election, Dr. DRL Nonglait, said he accepted the party's offer to contest after assessing the work of the NPP-led MDA government in addressing long-pending issues across various sectors. Speaking at an election campaign meeting in Maukarwat, Nonglait said he consulted teachers, elders, youth and religious leaders before making his decision. The program was attended by senior NPP leaders and a large gathering of supporters.
Hak penroy ya ke education ke kentiu ke senayo policy jong ke education berkerpang ke wanra ya kini ke college ke pair dari kini ke sarkar ke penlong people's college ya kini ke mau kerwat sengap sing college hani mentai iraman kam syu ya ki wei patikam bangi dei ban pendat kini kadang kathan jampi karon kam ban penpoi ya ka surop annalodep na weina isarang thong dei ban hial nanang thong sadu ranikor komta bilang kam bakini ka sarkar kan beten ya kini sensya ni don kam bakini ka parti kan nang klan Batkan yalam ya ka jing sanshan Nagapur, Singapore, hai kini kisnem, bat ki postnem, ki bandangwan.
Nongpo MLA Meralbon Same today inaugurated a new women's community hall at Umling Lambrang village in Ribhoi district. Constructed under the Special Rural Works Program SRWP 2024-25, the facility has been handed over to the village women's organization and the Presbyterian Church Women's Fellowship for community activities. Same expressed hope that the hall would promote women's empowerment and community development, and also handed over a work order for the construction of a boundary wall around the church premises.
Kalau benda ke kam yang jadi second day, kalau ni kam senong, kam balang, kam job card, ke kam VO, ke kam dui ke kam ke bangi ni dan kam lele kita. Dan dari ke pekongsan ni ke ding ke jinga terli, ke jing pendem ke jongi we. Bat ke ni ke kam ada ke ski bakalong kam ni ai khule antara jing dari sistem jong pi dari sistem jong ke pek ke ni ke tam setiap kam bahama pi agak liang ke jonga ka balak ni persang ni ban ai ke jingarap nam ta ban snai ke ni ka yin ke jong pi show na la deru bat nang snai ke yin ke ayat ke long kum ni kit bok terian bagan long ke jong mentoy na ga menta ke jong pi kum ki nam jong snong ke.
A 3-day orientation cum training program for members of school management committees and school monitoring and development committees concluded successfully at Ampati in southwest Garo Hills. Organized under Samagra Shiksha Abhiyan, the program focused on school governance, planning, monitoring and community participation. Sessions covered the Right to Education Act, school safety, committee responsibilities, substance abuse awareness and environmental sustainability. The initiative aimed to strengthen accountability and improve the implementation of educational programs across schools in the district. The District Social Welfare Office Cleriat organized a bike rally in East Jhanti Hills as part of Nasha Mukt Bharat Week. Flagged off by Additional Deputy Commissioner A. Nongbri, the rally promoted awareness against drug abuse and concluded with an anti-drug pledge. ADC A. Nongbri stressed collective action to tackle substance abuse while highlighting various outreach programs aimed at building a drug-free and healthier society.
Nakaliang jong ka District Legal Services Authority ru ka kadang ka komiti ka ikut keduan atau pangile ban ngile ban kakat pala ban yo ban jarap ban identify the drug users ban min hakani dang yo ban show meeting tu ba ngile ban please itu ki drug users ki ba last year ki bala shim ya ka therapy bakin led bakin bangin engage ki skilling activities dengan firman ba kini ka jingya terikam bang jing baro ka ba min penong kani ka nasa muk bharat ka kari India berkoi belum free of drugs di firman ba kani ka rally meta kasni ding ba jong pi kam dei wo ong bo shuya rally rai kan dan ka message kapan ai syaka society jungi bakat balahi baki beriu kin kiar na ka use drugs but ki bara pendan kamru kin wan sakman bakin shim ya kajing sumar ya ka therapy kin nek ki rehabilitation centers pengenla ekonomi kin district jungi ka drug free district.
A 5-kilometer bicycle rally was organized in Ribhoi today to raise awareness against substance abuse and illicit drug trafficking. Jointly organized by the Office of the District Sports Officer and the District Social Welfare Office, the rally started from Saidan and concluded at Nongpo with the participation of several youths. A public awareness program followed the rally, highlighting efforts by various departments to combat drug abuse and promote a healthy lifestyle.
that please stay away from drugs. As simple as that. Drugs not just destroy the person, their family, the society, everyone. And in the short term, they might give some pleasure, but in the long term, they completely ruin your life. And the solution is very simple. You just have to say no. Whoever tells you, let us try this, it feels very good, let us experiment, you simply have to say no to drugs. Ong M O drug. So that is a very simple solution, and I would urge all the youth to take, participate in one particular sport that you like at least, because the sport will give you the same feeling, same happiness, same euphoria, and it will improve your health rather than using drugs for the happiness which will destroy your health. So when you take up the sport, when you play football, cricket, whatever, cycling, you get that feeling of euphoria, happiness, and at the same time you are improving your health and you are contributing positively to the society.
The Khasi Students' Union KSU has expressed concern over the repeated rescheduling of the social science examination for classes 6 to 8, saying it has caused confusion among students and schools across Meghalaya. A KSU delegation led by Aleric Harjana met Director of School Education and Literacy, BJ Kharshandi, and urged the department to avoid frequent changes to examination schedules. The union also questioned the exemption granted to missionary and linguistic minority schools from the common examination system and called for greater uniformity in education.
Amar pin iwe sithi pin hapan clarify lightly pat ki sithi ka penlong ka berjenja ya ki kemi kipar mansung thu ki school ru bikin board te ngim ko abutin dan kini sekhmat te lingba ka sithi ke jongi ru ila pesong pot ba kadang semua ka main issue ko bang ngir ko apan ya kadang ni kalong ba lingba ki notification kala ada penmi kalong ba benda ka penduk pun ya ka spirit bani trilang wat ki school especially ki private school Amar benda di peladap ai ki question paper ki school kan ada penperan ka penduk nong ki school ba kin hap si hapan peran bian what yo ladon penban ki school pula pelong itu exam so te hai tahi ni stress kata paro ba kam ndai ban urlong dang ni sekhmat te kadon school ke point ke ba ilawan ra ba limba kali ka examination ki la penlong ba penlong mandatory ya boro limba ka education department na kata sistem meladap kalau penmi ba kan pelong mantri ya borok ki school bagi hapan follow ya kene ke ba so pelapat kalau ba hakikat dia benai kalau ada school ke notification ba menta kemla kindon ki schools ki body ki missionary schools menta ki linguistic minority schools ba kimdong kamban follow ya kanika exam kilong exempted na kanika exam ba kimdong kamban board katkum ka jingpunyan jongka
Members of the Jantia Coal Mine Owners and Workers Association, JCOMSWA, led by President Marshal S.B. Biam and General Secretary Kraubor Rinklem, staged a silent protest at the Jantia Hills Autonomous District Council premises during a special session on coal mining. The protesters displayed placards urging the council to frame rules and regulations to facilitate the resumption of coal mining under the provisions of the 6th schedule. JCOMSWA expressed hope that its long-standing demands would be taken up and addressed during the council's deliberations.
Wani kaka nongrim yung iwa da dimani na council na do katuda arna libnai menchua da ikut i council wo chuna anji muyong nite daw mudwani ini plus kawi servi le em gejing chatkan geyonga wa handusni hadin ga handusni aprdi ke da khutki ne yang government u yaklam da khut chief secretary ada ke tim geyong i ge komshwa da lai go wo chemo chief secretary da bu i demand yung i nang kong wo khang tu muyong wan da bar nabat jela wa arga diman yung ito o pamananya po di council na tao muyong wali to ulai lut khi ka mu chu khi mun chwa Ni te da wani ke jingwan yung ini wa ra igni plakat o man gam kandak wa de kular i the kular chief secretary i wa ong i ke district council wa chnaan bai na tamu yong.
Time for the regional news. The traditional Tripura Saranda, a string folk musical instrument deeply rooted in the state's indigenous culture, has received the prestigious geographical indication or GI tag. Chief Minister Manik Saha welcomed the recognition, describing it as a major step towards preserving Tripura's rich cultural heritage and promoting its folk traditions. The GI tag is expected to boost awareness and provide greater recognition to local artisans and musicians associated with the instrument. The water level of the Brahmaputra River has risen following continuous rainfall in Assam and Arunachal Pradesh. The increase coincides with the ongoing Ambu Bachi Mela at Kamakhya Temple, where thousands of devotees have gathered. The river is flowing at a noticeably higher level than in recent weeks, drawing attention from residents and visitors. Authorities are closely monitoring the situation and have advised people living in low-lying areas to remain alert as rainfall continues across the region. Let's take a look at the national news. Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman virtually addressed the Global Convergence for Growth Summit in New Delhi, emphasizing India's strong economic fundamentals and robust domestic demand. She expressed confidence that India's GDP growth will remain around 7% in the medium term. The summit, chaired by Emmanuel Macron, brought together leaders from major economies and international institutions to discuss strategies for sustainable global growth. And here are the top international stories. External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar held talks with South Korean Foreign Minister Cho Hyun in Seoul, describing the meeting as timely amid evolving global challenges. Jaishankar emphasized the importance of strengthening India-South Korea ties and advancing cooperation across government, economic and strategic sectors. He also acknowledged Cho Hyun's personal commitment to further deepening bilateral relations.
There's a lot that remains to be realized that we would. I do want to assure you is from our side there is a full commitment that the potential of our relationship, which many of us, I think on both sides, feel there's a lot that remains to be realized, that we would strive to do that. And I do want to also take the occasion to recognize your personal commitment to the relationship. From the very moment you assumed this post, you have been sending that strong signal, which I hope I have equally strongly reciprocated from our side. And we very much value the personal commitment that you have brought to this relationship. So I look forward to very, very productive.
India's permanent representative to the UN, Parva Thaneni Harish, told an ARIA formula meeting at the UN Security Council that Chapter 6 and Chapter 7 of the UN Charter serve distinct purposes and should be reviewed according to changing circumstances. He also criticized Pakistan for raising the issue of Jammu and Kashmir, reiterating that the Union territory is and will remain an integral part of India.
Restoration of Chapters 6 and 7 of the Charter hold the key in this regard. These two chapters are distinct in nature and their applicability varies. The purpose of Chapter 7 is to undertake concrete actions when they offer firm pathways to the re-establishment of peace with respect to threats to the peace, breaches of the peace, and acts of aggression. These measures are aimed at maintenance or restoration of international peace and security. Their non-implementation could have an immediate aftermath, leading to further deterioration of peace and other serious consequences. Such non-implementation also runs contrary to the purposes and principles that multilateralism and international law framework endeavor to serve. However, Chapter 6 is fundamentally different. It offers wide-ranging options to deal with situations whose continuance is likely to endanger the maintenance of international peace and security. India would like to emphasize that at a time when member states are undertaking mandate implementation review under the UN 80 framework, for all UN General Assembly mandates in order to achieve efficiencies, there is no reason why UN Security Council mandate should be outside the purview of such UN 80 frameworks.
The Republican-controlled U.S. Senate has approved a resolution aimed at halting American military action against Iran, reflecting growing concern over the conflict that began earlier this year. The measure, which previously passed the House of Representatives, comes as the administration of Donald Trump continues negotiations with Iran on a possible peace agreement. Critics have accused the administration of lacking transparency over the conflict and ongoing diplomatic efforts.
Madam President, for years, Trump promised to put maximum pressure on Iran, but he ended up delivering maximum confusion, maximum chaos, maximum cost to the American people with his disastrous war. Every second this war continues, the costs to the American people go up, and this is the 10th time Democrats have forced Republicans to vote on a war powers resolution to end the war. Time after time, the vast majority of Senate Republicans sided with Trump and his war instead of the American people. The American people have paid the price for Trump's historic blunder in Iran. It'll go down in the history books as one of the worst foreign policy forays America has ever made, or any country has ever made. It is so ridiculous, costly, with no goals, achieving no goals that Trump set forward, or virtually none.
And in sports, the England national football team were held to a no-score draw by the Ghana national football team in their FIFA World Cup 2026 Group L clash. Nico O'Reilly came closest to breaking the deadlock when his header struck the crossbar, but England were unable to capitalize on their chances. Both teams now sit on 4 points with one group match remaining, leaving qualification to the next round virtually assured, while final standings remain undecided. Now for the weather report. First, let's take a look at the weather report for Tura. Minimum temperature of 24 degrees Celsius, maximum temperature of 32 degrees Celsius were recorded today. Relative humidity of 72% and rainfall of 3.4 millimeters were also recorded. Moving on to Shillong. 18 degrees Celsius of minimum temperature, 27 degrees Celsius of maximum temperature were recorded. The relative humidity is 85% and rainfall 24.3 millimeters. Meanwhile, in July, minimum temperature of 19 degrees Celsius, maximum temperature 27 degrees Celsius. The relative humidity is 83% and rainfall 6.5 millimeters. And the forecast in Tura, Shillong and July says rain with thunderstorm likely to occur at many places. Before winding up this news bulletin, here's a short recap. Jaintia Hills Autonomous District Council passes resolution seeking amendments to key mining laws. The traditional Tripura Sarinda receives GI tag. Chief Minister hails cultural milestone. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman highlights India's growth outlook at Global Summit. India reaffirms stand on Jammu and Kashmir at UN Security Council. And England held by Ghana as Group L qualification nears. And that's all we have for you in this news bulletin. From all of us here at the studio, thank you for watching and have a pleasant evening ahead.
News Bulletin. This is Rodali. I present to you the headlines.